cold at the touch, dead in the eyes, no signs of life no more. I put your love under the knife. Leave me to die here all alone. No signs of life no more, no. But crying dove may never fly. It's black and white. Yeah. Black and white.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're at. It's your boy Verdict. And of course, as always, I got my boy Gil Mania here for the Meseeks Monday Royale. Gil Mania, how you doing, my guy?
Doing good, doing good. Getting ready, getting started, and getting pretty excited to see yet another week of this new tournament.
That is right, my guy. We are going to see another week, thankfully. It goes out to all the sponsors out there. This is a Trovo sponsored event, as well as SNS, who are helping out with the prize pool, and a plethora of other sponsors that we have. HyperX. We've got SXC thumb sleeves, a newer company, which we were really, really huge on last night. We gave away 3 pair. And then none other than JuJu Energy, guys. And that brings me to my next little take. I got this JuJu Energy box here that I just received. I did use code Meseeks, so we're going to go ahead and pipe that open real quick. Go ahead and get it started, as I do think it is going to be my tub of Tropical Juggernaut. It is, guys. That's right. JuJu Energy in the building. Big shout outs. And then I had to get, I had to get me another cup, bro. It was killing me just having one cup. So now I've got a red one and a blue one. So we are going to be vibing tonight with some JuJu on deck. So big shout outs to them. Make sure you guys use code JuJu or code Meseeks at JuJuEnergy.com, guys. Definitely get you that fat discount. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump into this first game of 4. And we don't have as many teams as we normally have, if I'm not mistaken. And it still looks like we still got a plenty of higher tier teams. Am I right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So far, there seems to be like 70, getting closer to 80 people in here. And like you mentioned, plenty of good teams. Like I see Aphelion. There's gonna be, of course, the both teams representing for SNS Vipers and Scythes. Of course, Wicked Elite once again in here, and plenty more. And one of those new teams that is going to be joining us, I do believe that NL, Nativos Latinos, are going to be joining us today.
Oh, that's huge, bro. Who is on that NL roster, bro? I need you to let me know that.
Right, that would be on the 16, I believe.
Let's go ahead and scroll down there.
There you go. Yeah, it's going to be Scope, Flex, School, Kid, and Perfect.
Scope, is that Scope that used to be a part of Made in Peru?
I have the same question as you have right now.
I want to say that is exactly who it is, and we're gonna break that open here in a minute. But before we do, we'll go ahead and get everything set up here. So that is a great question. I'm glad you brought that up, and I'm glad we are discussing that because NL, one of the bigger like multiplayer teams in the scene. Definitely interested to see them put their names in the ring when it comes to Battle Royale. So super interesting to see how that pans out. With that being said, we are going to see Citrus come through with the raid, bro. I see you, Citrus. What's good, daddy? I know you're a little upset we didn't get to host the Mobile Mayhem Battle Royale EU, bro. But, plenty of more stuff up ahead of us. Definitely not going to be the end of our journey. It's just scheduling and whatnot. It wasn't going to work out, bro. It's going to start up earlier than it usually would have, and with us hosting, well, me hosting the Mobile Mayhem EU multiplayer, I also got to put in effect the qualifier event that we just announced we're going to start hosting. So that's going to be huge, bro. So looking forward to our future endeavors, and definitely keep me in the loop on what you got going on too, my guy, because we're not going anywhere, bro. We're only going up. Am I right?
You are absolutely right. And talking about the game, I think we are actually ready to go on for the first one, right?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's fire it up.
Let's fire right. I just send a message. I'm sure that they're gonna be starting off soon. And I don't think we talked about all the teams that are in here, but as the time goes on, I'm sure we'll get a chance to get a hold of some plays from a lot of different teams in here today. Of course, we're gonna see usual names, like for example, I see the Lockdown. I see players like, of course, Palace Esports and Zenshu are still in here, of course. So that's gonna be pretty interesting to see.
That is gonna be pretty interesting. Do we have Aphelion in the lobby? That's
Yes.
another great question. As long as we got Aphelion in, we're definitely gonna have a great game. I know we have Palace Esports. Can't neglect my guy Citrus and his team. Formerly known, or I don't know if they're formerly known, or if they, players that were a part of the Made in Peru roster. Definitely something to keep in mind, as I believe they were the ones who won last week's prize pool, if I'm not mistaken.
I was gonna check on that as well. I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe that was the case.
Good deal. With that being said,
So we're on, yeah. And Aphelion, you were talking about Aphelion. They're gonna be on the slot number 1 actually. It's gonna be Dinosaur, who I don't remember I've seen before, but there's gonna be the usual Dark Helmet, Gora, and the baby.
The baby
is gonna be joining us.
Right.
We're gonna be starting off soon, and there will be a platform in place.
There is. I do see a platform right there outside of farm, in between dock and standoff, and a flight pattern to go along with it, my guy. Look at that flight. If it's not screaming "go to the platform," bro, I don't know what is.
Yeah. There's gonna be at least one team that we always talk about going to the platforms, and hopefully a few more, so we can see a bit more of action in there. As of right now, plenty of teams are all dropping nearly at the same time. There's gonna be a bit of a fight on the left side of the map eventually, but as of right now, I see potentially 2 teams maybe going to the platform. Yes, it's gonna be squad number 4 plus the 16. I do see scopes dropping in right there.
Interesting.
So NL Esports, perfect, getting that drop onto the sire.
Desire goes down, but we do have 3 fully capable Palace Esports players intact. And it doesn't look like they're going to thirst them. It looks like more along the lines of we're going to see some shots being taken on other players as Citrus is forced to bail. So this may not be the best start off for the side of Palace Esports, as we do see 2 players now knocked. Slime actually is going to be thirsted, so it's going to be 1 player knocked and 1 player out. Tags will have to be collected before that player joins back with us. And that being said, I'm on board with Anti. Anti is getting some back and forth. Citrus looks like he's just gonna bail for the hills, and I don't blame him, dude. 2 players already down. Anti gonna be the player who has to come through in the clutch. We're gonna take our business elsewhere, as I see plenty of other action on board. Team 8 and Team 17 are actually in Harbor. I think that's where I'm gonna take our next adventure. Is they're gonna be taking on the guys over at Team 17. So SNS Vipers. Is this the Viper team? Teammate?
The teammate is going to be Scythes. Viper is going to be 7.
There we go. So 7 is going to be Scythes. We're going to have actually 3 teams. That's going to be 17 and 18 that are going to be in the building. So, oh yeah, Salvi. Oh my God, poor Salvi.
Yeah, the Slav 8 from SNS is gonna get knocked out, but Scythes, are out of the picture. And I did see it was like 17, I believe. That's gonna be Lockdown Gaming in the middle of a fight on Harbor as well.
Scope gonna pick up 1 onto Anti. That's gonna leave Citrus as the last player alive for that Palace Esports team. With that being said, I do see Little Jaw. Oh my God, Little Jaw just annihilated him. He picked up the KRM and blasted. I couldn't tell who that was, but the kill feed would have definitely said it. I just missed it barely. With that being said, we're going to see Becky Bot pick up another one, so that Lockdown Gaming team is going to be on the brink of eliminating another team. It looks like they did. Yes, Team 18 is out. They are out of here.
They are eliminated, and like you mentioned, there's gonna be only one player remaining for Palace, and I'm curious as to if Anti was actually able to pull off the revive flights, because if he did not, that's gonna put Citrus in a really bad spot.
It is gonna put him in a bad spot, and I do see him approaching with the heli. He is going to go for tags. Revive flight does go off. Nobody is gonna be in the mix. I believe Anti was able to snag some tags. No, he wasn't. Desire's tags were picked up. Anti and Slime are still going to be neglected, as it looks like Citrus is going to bail out of the area. Don't blame him again. This is an in-out team that pushed the platform off the rip as well with Citrus, and Citrus is going to be forced out of his heli here. This is going to be a dangerous play as he goes for some more tags. It looks like he does get Slimes there. Anti's not going to be in the mix. 3 is better than 1 though, so I'll take 3 over 1 any day. So with that being said, he is going to be heading straight in the exact vicinity as Scope, as I don't see Scope, but it looked like he was invisible. That may be a spectator glitch.
Yeah, and I do think Citrus was actually able to get the tags, but he did get taken down low. He's only going to be with 47 HP, and I do see a way for NL to attempt to chase him down. Let's see if he can actually do it on time, as I see one of the players being even in a helicopter right now.
That is right. That is right. As I see, he is able to get into the Antelope, but I don't know if that's going to translate into him living this out, bro. I'm taking a look at Team 16. We're gonna peel off. We're gonna see if he gets those tags in. He gets those tags in. I'm gonna take a look at kill houses. I'm taking a look at the mini map. That's gonna be Team 2, which is Wicked. Wicked Sins. Wicked Sins already with 4 kills on board. They're gonna be taking on the guys over at Team 10, which looks like it's gonna be that second Lockdown Gaming team.
Yeah, that is gonna be a lockdown Locksmith. They are in the inside of the kill house, while the other players from Wicked are basically chasing them down with the snipers. I see Bot J and company trying to caught them off guard as they are basically hunting them down, but at the same time I think Lockdown is pulling off the retreat as they are not interested in starting a fight right now.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at the minimap. As many teams as we have right now, it's actually going to be really difficult to see a ton of action off the rip. With that being said, I do see all 3 players that were downed and thirsted for Palace Esports going to be making their way back onto the arena, as Palace Esports is going to be made whole. We are going to see another team get wiped. That's going to be Team 12. They are knocked out of the comp in this first game. We will see you next, as this is a 4-game event. Plenty of time to get your points in, and I think I'm going to stay on board with Aphelion. We're going to jump to them as they are in the heli and they are looking for some action. They might come across somebody over here. This drop it looks like they are going to be heading that way. And with Team 17 and 5 being in the vicinity, I'd assume that would definitely cause for a confrontation, right?
Yeah, like when you have that much of an advantage while holding onto a helicopter, you gotta push it. And although you might see any sort of confrontation, if you're the one getting there first thanks to the helicopter, you're gonna be in the better spot. That's what we see Aphelion doing right now, all of them picking up their own personalized weapons. I do see that a few of them are actually gonna be picking up a shotgun as the choice. And I don't blame them. If I'm being honest, the shotguns, the personalized shotguns are a really, really good and viable option for you to try out because of how dominant, if used properly, you can one-shot people at so many distances. Maybe not necessarily super far away, but being capable of getting a one-shot onto people is always a good choice, right?
Oh, absolutely. Which shotgun do you have in mind? Are you looking at the HS? Do you like the little, what do they call the pop? Which one's that with the... I call it a pop, bro. It looks like a pop gun. I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Yeah, the HSO is the usual preferred choice by a lot of people. It does not have the longest range as the shotgun goes, but the damage and while you're using it as a hip fire weapon, it is just so good for you to try on to even surprise a lot of people because of that versatility that it gives you by not needing to necessarily aim, so you don't lose those extra frames by shooting a bit earlier. And I do see Dinosaur trying to go for a push onto the squad number 5, the guys over at Demize Esports. Shortly after, they're gonna decide Night too, but I feel like Aphelion, as they are using the Airborne, are gonna be really aggressive right now.
They are. They got 2 teams in the vicinity. You know, dogs are hungry, let them eat, right? Helicopter is down on the ground there. We're going to see Dark Helmet actually drop right on a player here who is going to try and jump out of the way. He's going to get away for now, but with Dark Helmet and another player from Aphelion in the area, could definitely make for some interesting conversation. Dinosaur is knocked, so I'm not sure what happened there, but we are going to see some action here from Dark Helmet and the guy from Team 5 here. Hola, baby. Holy Boba is actually going to be taken down and thirsted. 6 health is... he's only got 6 health, and now he's back in play. 150 health for Dark Helmet, so he is playing that medic very well, and now he's going to have to help his teammates as it's going to be a 4v3 situation. Frost is going to be spotted. Frost is going to be blasted. He's about half health, but now Frank Dini is going to get the loop on Dark Helmet. Dark Helmet is going to be immediately thirsted. It looks like Dinosaur might be able to finish Frost off. He's not going to be able to get some clean shots, and the baby's going to be super weak. He's going to be knocked and taken down. Gore going to try and get some better positioning. This is going to be an interesting fight here. We're going to see Frank Dini try to go for the thirst. You bad boy. You can't go for the thirst when enemies still in the area. But that being said, Gore is going to be the last player alive, though, because it's going to be a 1v1 now that we do see Dinosaur actually get thirsted and knocked. Gora going to play some time, going to get some revive flights off. Safe zone shrieking here in about 5 seconds. It's going to be a 1v1 now still between these 2 players, but we are going to see Gora actually take off and evade the vicinity as Team 5, Frost, is going to get his tags and do the same thing.
Yeah, Gora was pretty close to the enemy right there. He decided not to engage, not to fight. He knew that was the only one alive in his team, so did the passive mode, pick up dude tags, got away, used them, and now he might be thinking of getting the last one, but at the same time he's got to be careful. Team 5, the guys over at Demize Esports, putting up a fight against one of the top contenders that has been in a lot of weeks fighting for those first spots. In taking them low as to one last remaining player is going to show us that there's still plenty of teams that we're yet to discover their true potential. We saw that right there, and of course over at Palace Esports, I want to point out the fact that I mean, although they were nearly wiped out right at that, they still haven't picked up a kill just yet.
They haven't, but with 24 or 25 other players still in the lobby, 9 other teams, definitely going to make for an interesting final circle, because I do see some of these teams spaced out. We are going to see Citrus get into the airborne. He's going to spot one player from Team 17. That's going to be LoJa. Then we're going to have another player here who's going to be jumped right on. That's going to be one for Citrus. Mystics is going to be taken down. And now Clean. It looks like he was AFK just standing there. He's going to be wiped out, dude. GG's, bro. We'll see you hopefully on the next revive flight, which I believe will be one of the very last few. There's only 2 left, if I'm not mistaken. And with LoJa being the last player alive for Team 17, maybe there's one more. Nope, it's only LoJa. LoJa, Lockdown Gaming, that first team we were speaking on earlier. As I say that, we're going to see Miguel actually drop in at the bottom of this hill. That's not a great spot to be at, but with teammates surrounding this compound, this could get interesting here.
Yeah, Saints decided to use the airborne and is going to be dropping down onto the team of Palace Esports. They noticed that there were people, didn't really notice who they were, but they decided to engage. And Miguel is actually going to be getting a knock onto one of the enemies right there. The side of Saints Esports, like I mentioned, they have 10 kills for themselves, so doing quite nicely at the moment. They decided to push onto Palace Esports, and it feels like they didn't even want to engage right now. But they have plenty of people around, and even one of the squads from SNS Vipers might be interested in starting a fight as well.
All right, let's take a look at Vipers, as we definitely want to see if my girl Peaches comes through with a kill. We saw her get some nice multi-kills, not last week, but the week before. I say that they are going to be on the outskirts. This might be some devastation here as Team 15 is making their way in. Is that Barry? Is that the Barry that was a part of Meseeks? Because I know the Meseeks Fidelis team is no more at the moment. They are waiting to be replenished as we are having a situation with players, well, with players in general. So we are not going to see a Meseeks team represented in this Battle Royale event. As I am still on board with Peaches, and they are taking some heat here at the top of this hill. But as long as they're able to keep this top control, they should be all right.
Yeah, they should be alright. They do have plenty of... I mean, not plenty anymore. Only like a few players around. And like you said it perfectly, the fact that they are holding on to their positioning, being patient, and like the next safe zone is going to basically push people onto them. So staying there is going to mean that they could have a potential advantage onto the next fight that they take. At the same time, like I mentioned, although there were people around, there don't seem to see that many anymore. I do see Enyo trying to start off the fight. That play from the 17 Lockdown Gaming is being like pretty back and forward. Not necessarily sure as to if he wants to fight or not. But I do see Saints, the Saints squad, thinking about maybe pushing onto them yet again. I do see Miguel with a 117 trying to get from the side. And maybe that height advantage could be playing against their favor.
It could be, as we are going to be looking at one of the last revive flights come through in 1 minute. We are going to see Frank Didi, one of the teams that we were referring to earlier, Team 5. They're still back in the mix, and they are making their presence known here in this first game. They are up to 10 kills now, as the guys over at Palace Esports kind of struggling off the rip if I don't, if I'm not overstepping my boundaries. It just looks like not the same. I don't know if Raul, since Raul's not playing, or if Raul is even a part of the roster. I'm not 100% sure what the situation is with the rosters for that Palace Esports team. With that being said, we are going to see 10 teams still alive, 25 players on the board. Last revive flight takes off in 22 seconds. Plenty of action left.
Plenty of action left. That squad number 5 is going to get one of their players getting taken down by none other than Gora. The Aphelion squad, Gora getting the thirst onto Holy Boba. That's going to only leave it 2 remaining players for Demize, that are Frost and Ultra. Frost is going to get chased down by Dinosaur. Dinosaur gets the kill right there. They do get 2 more players getting revived by the revive flight. But at the same time, in this specific safe zone, there's not too many places for you to try to get your loot back.
You are absolutely right. And with that being said, we're going to see a replenished, well, -1 as Gora goes down to the storm. A replenished Palace Esports team and a replenished, 3 players for the Aphelion roster that we've seen just absolutely put on a great, phenomenal show over these past 2 weeks. With that being said, we are only going to see 3 players alive for them. Baby, Dark Helmet, and Dinosaur. As I say that, looks like the Baby is going to not be knocked. Dinosaur as well. Dark Helmet's taking some energy off, as it appears as he's trying to just get his partner's loot here, because you're not going to be able to scan no dog tags. Dog tags are days past now, as this last revives, or this last, this one of the last remaining circles is going to start closing in. We're going to see some significant health be removed from him as he's trying to make his way back in.
There's only going to be 8 squad remaining. 21 players alive, so that means that there's plenty of squads that have less than 2 or 3 players. One of them being Aphelion. There's only Dark Helmet alive. Outside of Demize, I do see only Ultra and Frank Dini. And that's the thing, there's going to be plenty of fights, but not necessarily like a 4v4 anymore, as I don't think there's that many full squads outside of SNS. SNS Vipers still with the 4 players untouched alongside with Saints. And the Saints already having 11 kills for themselves and now being the ones on the top part of the map. I do see Enyo getting a snipe on one of the enemies even.
Enyo getting some kills on the board. I see you, Enyo. As I say that, Citrus goes up in the airborne and tries to get on top of this little windmill, this little propeller rather. And before he could get there and revive his teammate, Desire, I believe it was, we did see a player from Bot, Omega, actually come through with the thirst. Citrus did clean Omega up, and Omega is going to be wiped. Bot is going to be with 1 player left. That's going to be Kasuni. or Kitsune, is I do see NL with 1 player left. They have 11 kills on board. 7 kills for the guys over at bot. As I do say that one team was actually wiped. I couldn't tell who it was. Not sure who got the even kill, but with this top of this hill here being a pretty heavy location, I'm going to take a look at it in an aerial view just to kind of give you perspective. Miguel taking out Inyo. That might be one of the last players for SNS. Nope, they still got 3 players alive. Good deal. Peach is still alive, but it looks like she's knocked.
Yeah, she is knocked. Emperor's trying to get the revive without noticing that there's going to be Citrus actually landing behind her. She gets knocked out, her allied as well. SNS is going to be out of this game as Citrus has wiped the 2 remaining players for them.
He is going to get those kills. That's going to put them with 7. A little slow start, but, you know, that's never discouraged my guys over at Palace Esports. They always have a decent first game, followed up by an even better second game. Third game's always on point. So definitely expecting a lot of action from them moving forward. You know, and in this particular series, we still have 3 games left, so plenty of action for all of these guys to get some kills in. Top control is going to be held by Barry and team. We are going to see the push from Team 15, and Citrus and Slime are going to be getting smoked. Oh, Barry got wiped. Barry does take down Citrus and Slime, but Slime is going to be credited for 2 of those kills. That's going to leave 3 players alive, 2 teams. Kitsune going to be pushed by multiple as he is trying to get some health going here. It does look like he's going to be out of his element. Frank Dini is going to get the kill. That's going to conclude our first game as we do see the guys over at Team 5. Was that 5? No, that wasn't Team 5.
Yeah, Team 5.
That was 15.
Yeah, Team 5. The winner team, it was the Demize. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if it's not. Or the Mice, even.
Demize?
Demize, yeah.
Good deal.
They did get up a really, really solid amount of kills. It's going to be ending up with 15 for themselves. On top of that, getting that first spot position. It's going to allow them to be in a really, really good spot for game number 1.
That's right. They pick up a decent amount of kills. That's 15 for them. First place finish. They're going to have a hefty lead going into game number 2. Only one could assume. I'm not officially tallying anything, but based off of what the scorecard says here, 15 kills. That's 45 points plus the 20 for the first place finish. That's going to put them at 65 points unofficially. That's also going to give the guys over at Bot, who I'm glad that they have made their way back into the mix, 7 kills at a second place finish. Team 15. That's going to include Rosewind, Barry, Samurai, and Miguel. What is that team's official name? Because I've seen Rosewind on like Xotik at one point. Not 100% sure what team that is.
Yeah,
I don't have a.
Saints.
They're on Saints. Okay, so that makes sense with the S right there. So Saints going to pick up a plethora of kills. To be exact, 18 and a third place finish. That's actually going to put them very competitive placement with team number 1, Demize. We see Palace Esports off to I'd say a slow start, but they still managed to rack up 9 kills. So 9 kills and a 4th place finish. NL making their debut on board. 11 kills and a 5th place finish. SNS Vipers, they're going to be on board with a 6th place finish and a 2-kill count. And, as we take a look a little further down, team 11, that's going to be wrecked by, I can't remember the name of it, but I know it's like wrecked something.
WreckedByReapers.
WreckedByReapers, there we go. They are going to pick up, they had a pretty decent game. 12 kills and a 7th place finish. And then our Dark Horse team, Dark Helmet and AE, going to pick up 11 kills and 8th place finish. Decent game altogether, in my opinion.
Yeah, plenty of diversity on the teams that were getting the kills. Of course, the Mice being the one on top at the end of the hill, picking up 15. Like you said, Team 15, the guys over at it was Saints, right? We were talking about Saints. Having 3 more kills and a 3rd place, I'm not sure who's gonna be necessarily on top. I think it's actually gonna be the Mice, but it's gonna be pretty close. And if I'm being honest, I don't. Okay, I was looking at Aphelion. Aphelion 8th place with 11 kills.
That is right. That is right.
With 11 kills. That is not the end of the world. is not the best game they could have had, but we've seen teams like Palace Esports not have the best game number one, and they start pushing into a better not only spot but also even bigger amount of kills, better amount of kills. So there's still plenty of room for them to try to get that first place.
Still plenty of games to be played to call it, do you think, at the moment? As I do say that, I do see a celebrity in the building. I don't think I even mentioned or even shouted out my guy Resume in the lobby. So Resume playing in that Team 6 slot. That's another one of those wicked teams that has Dior. I'm not sure who Thong Ripper is, or I've heard of Kid. I've seen him in Sun's chat, but I don't know what kind of player he is. They didn't have any kills on the board last game. But definitely, like, you know, I was mentioning earlier, three more games left to play. I can only think that they can go up from there. That's going to be... I don't have a... Wicked Elite. Wicked Elite is the name. We haven't seen them in this competition. We haven't seen Wicked Main in either, man. I guess they just get tired of winning their games. They got bored and just moved on. I don't blame them, bro.
Yeah, they haven't been with us in a few weeks now. That doesn't take out the fact that they might join us in a later week though. But yeah, we haven't seen them, but we have seen some of the other roster that Wicked has. Unfortunately, this time around, like you mentioned, one of them not picking up kills, which is quite weird in my opinion. Like I've seen them in other weeks, not necessarily being like the top of the board, but not being able to get a single frag. I'm not quite sure what could have happened on that game for them.
Yeah,
we've seen good teams not being able to get a single kill before because of some specific circumstances. But yeah, I definitely don't know what happened with them.
Yeah, not 100% sure, but with that, you know, being noted, Wicked Elite definitely has some talent in Dior and Resume, so expecting a little bit more from them this game moving forward. So predictions, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I think NL may have stunted the guys over at Palace Esports in that first game. That's going to hinder them from, you know, climbing up the board quickly. I don't think it's going to hinder them through the remainder of the 3 games that we have left, but it is definitely open, you know, shed some light on the fact that they are here to play and they are here to win, and picking up a decent amount of kills in the first game and a decent placement. You know, you got to stop and think, man, maybe NL should have gotten the Battle Royale game earlier, or maybe they should have put their team in earlier. I'm not sure how long they've been together, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe that is the scope that was a part of the Made in Peru. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's worth mentioning. Look at my guy, Lil Ja. I'm gonna give him a shout out, bro. Look at my guy, Lil Ja. Come on now. Look at the hair, bro. He got some decent ass hair. Look, you got the AirPods. Lil Ja flexing. I see you, my guy. Big shout outs to Lil Ja. I've known this guy for at least almost a year, bro. He is a down to earth kid. Very fun to play with. Multiplayer focused after the rip, but glad to see he is thriving in the Battle Royale scene too.
And I don't know if we talked about this, but I think this is one of the first, if not the first time we've seen either Made in Peru or Palace Esports being the bad part on a fight on the platform. I think every single time, even when it was Wicked in here, Wicked would get hurt a lot by Made in Peru at the time. And this time around, NL was able to take them down rather quickly, and I don't even think they were able to get a single kill off of them.
They weren't.
So pretty well done by them. I don't think we talked about it, and that's worth mentioning because it's no easy task to get them outside of the platform.
No, you're absolutely right. We've seen the likes of Citrus and Made in Peru at the time completely wipe Wicked off the map in like the very first game of a 4-game series. So for them to drop there, that was bold. They were able to get 3 out, but you know, with Citrus still being alive, bro, you know, they still got a 4th place finish and 9 kills. That's huge, man. Going from 1 player alive for the longest to fully reviving everyone and then completing a 4th place with 9 kills. That's definitely notable as well. But with no platform on the board, we're going to see the map at the moment kind of just be split down the middle. It's going to be starting in Secure and ending in Downtown. Pretty much open range, if you ask me. You can get to Dorm, you can get to Ski Town, Frigid Wetland, you can get to Estate, Nuketown, Practice Range. So we're not going to see a lot of action out the rip, I'm expecting. But as this is being said, I do see two teams either go on Black Market or we're going Harbor. Yep, we do see two teams going Black Market. So AE and the guys over at Wicked Elite are going to be competing for this Black Market area.
Yeah, and they're going to be competing against none other than Aphelion, so that's going to be no easy task. I did see a few squads running onto the same squad. Like, for example, I did see SNS and Lockdown falling Crash, like you mentioned, Aphelion going up against Wicked Elite onto Black Market. And I see Texas starting up a fight against the Baby. He is going to get the knock onto the Baby, but at the same time, Reaper gets knocked out as well. Plenty of fights happening at the same time. Dinosaur is going to get knocked out as well as Gora. I don't know how many people from Aphelion are left alive. I think there's only going to be Dark Helmet, and the Baby is knocked into the floor. So Dark Helmet in a not so comfortable position, and there's still two enemies alive going on around them.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at Dior's point of view as he gets both tags scanned and in. We already see Texas actually take out the Baby. That's going to be a Thirst, giving them 3 kills. So Dark Helmet going to book it for the hills, my guy, as he gets in the airborne and is out of there. I don't blame him, as 2 players still alive for Wicked Elite. We were just talking about this team. 3 kills they pick up. Resume picks up 1, Texas and Dior. Thong Ripper going to be on the revive flight, so interested. They sub out Kid for Texas, so Texas picks up 1. And no, we do see Peaches go down via their own other team. That's going to be Sedcod. YT is they pick up their first, and Peaches, and I do believe Empress was down at one point, but Empress was revived, it appears to be.
Yeah, the both SNS squads are going to be fighting off in the Crash section of the map. They're not so close to one another. There's still a 4v3 in place. Obviously, only 3 for the side of the squad where Peaches is at, as she got knocked out. And I'm sure that Enyo, Empress, and Goddess are not interested in a fight just yet. They are even gonna get into an Antelope and just get out of there. Now, looking at the remaining part of the map, out of Black Market, I'm not exactly sure how everything turned out to be. But at the end of the day, I do see Dark Helmet on a motorcycle going all the way onto Harbor, so he doesn't have to fight anymore. And I don't think I see any other fight other than SNS battling against each other still on Crash.
Yeah, as I say that, we were just on board with Playgirl from Xotik Esports. They did pick up 4 kills and a potential team wipe, as I see they are able to go ahead and res Josh and Bulls. Are going to get swag on the revive flight. So they pick up a 4 kills and a potential... Oh, look at that. Empress picking up a kill on the kill feed. Empress, as I say, that does go down. Enyo is going to be spotted. Enyo gets a knock on Salvi. Sed is going to take some shots. No, Sed's going to go for the res. Oh, no, what just happened? Did Demon just come from behind and wipe? Yes. Demon, you demon dog. They pick up 4 kills. He goes for the full flank. And now Dior pushing up to Dark Helmet. Dark Helmet is down. Did they get the wipe before? Oh, my. It's just one player in Dinosaur who is all the way in Harbor. Dark Helmet was taken down as Wicked Elite gets the sub in for Texas. And, man, they are playing hella elite at the moment.
Yeah, playing really, really, really good. Dinosaur is going to be able to loot. The question is if he will be able to get all the dog tags on time. I do see the Vavius tag getting run out of time, but I'm not sure if that could be an spectator glitch. I also do see SNS Esports in the brink of starting up a fight against squad number 10. The guys over at Lockdown right now on the dock area.
Yeah, they got a airdrop out there in the middle of the water. Frank Dini's going to take down Barry. John is... Oh, not my boy John. John goes down to Auntie. Citrus picks up a kill. Citrus taking down one of that lockdown gaming team. He's going to spot clean right there and knocks him clean off that top control. Desire is actually going to go down to LeJa. LeJa, big shout out, putting in some work over here as we do see multiple teams in the area. And then another team coming through in the heli. So four teams all in the same vicinity as BeckyBot does get a clean kill onto Slime. Or not Slime, but Citrus. Oh my, that might be the end of it for Palace Esports. That is BeckyBot from Lockdown Gaming is going to go ahead and clean the clocks. We will see them next game. And what started off to be a slow start in the first game is going to be a very slow second game. That is not where you want to be at if you're Palace Esports.
Yeah, being nearly knocked out on the first game, getting completely wiped out in game 2. And understandably so, if you think about it, there was like about, 10 people, 12 people in the same area getting so close to one another. It doesn't matter how good you are. If you're, for example, on a 1v1 fight, and then I don't know where someone gets you from the side, it's gonna be like pretty hard for you to try to survive that if you are the one that other third player is going up against. And for the side of Lockdown, I see one remaining player for the squad on number 10. And the other side of Lockdown is about to get wiped out, I think, even. They were on 17. There's only going to be Clean and someone with a name that I'm not... I think that might be Mystic. He is also on the outskirts of Doc, even thinking about going with his allied. But it's going to be rather tough. Clean was able to pick up both Doc tags, but... I'm not sure if he'll be able to get some good use to it as he's being chased out by one of the players from the squad 19.
He's actually going to be able to evade it. He's got plenty of time to get those tags in, but I'm sure he wants to book it for the hills a little further before he gets too comfortable. As the shots stop, he might actually get a minute here to get LeJa and BeckyBot in this thing. He is all clear over here at the other side of Doc, so... 9 seconds left on the timer. He is not going to be able to get but one in. Who does he scan in first? Doesn't look like he was able to get LeJa's though. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's a spectator glitch. Okay, there we go. LeJa and BeckyBot are back. That's going to be a full squad back in full effect for Team 17 Lockdown Gaming, as we will be jumping back on board with. Looks like plenty of teams going for this second drop outside of Harbor. So Team 10. Space Captain and John, our boy John coming through. Space Captain is going to be weak. John is still going to be in the air, I assume. He is going to land directly on the actual drop, and he's going to have Respi there. They're just going to kind of boogie down right here and get their loadouts, as I do see John pick up the pop shotgun, the HS-2126. The HS, that's what it is, not the H. The HS-2126.
Yeah, the fact that they have such a similar name between them
that's dumb in my opinion, bro. They should just call it the pop and just be done with it.
it's way easier. That's
way easier.
That's for sure. I do see one of the NL players getting another knock as they are in the middle of a fight against Wicked Elite. They're gonna be in a lot of trouble as they are in the smoke right now. Scopes is gonna be trying to chase them down. He's gonna be using the AK-47. They are using the snowboards to try to get away, but as they are trying to go up the hill, Scopes is trying to get some sort of shots. So far, Wicked has been able to get away, but they are on a vehicle that is not gonna be fast enough. Scopes gets the knock onto Resume. Resume gets knocked out, still alive, but for how long I don't know, as NL are still pushing onto them.
As I say that, emulator is lagging a little bit, guys, so bear with me on that, as I will be restarting it after this game. I didn't have any issues out of multiplayer this week, but Battle Royale is obviously a different monster. So I did notice that whenever we first loaded into the first game. Usually it does well in Battle Royale, but, you know, at the moment it's kind of crap in the bed.
Yeah, let's just hope that gets better off soon. There's still plenty of fight getting taken down, and even if you are able to look at the mini-maps, there's even more of a fight going on in the Raider base right now. There's like 10, 12 people in the same spot, and even more people going getting closer. NL Esports in the outskirt of it. but the Mice Esports is also in there. The Mice Esports who have only, I mean, only quote unquote been able to get 8 kills, but with so many people around, they might be thinking about pushing for some more.
Would you see Texas from that Wicked Elite team pick up another kill? And then Dior also knocking my guy Josh J-Wrath out. Bulls and Playgirl are going to be the last 2 players alive for them. The last revive flight will take... Oh, was that not the last one? That we still got one more going, I think. Yeah, we got at least one more going. So Playgirl and Swag still have... Or Playgirl and Bulls still have plenty of time to get those tags and scan those in, as we do see one of the remaining... few revive flights about to take off here in about 40 seconds. And I'm taking a look at the mini map here. Still a little bit of space between Team 9, 19, 17. A lot of action over here at Radar Base as Team 19 has made their way in the mix. Or 16 rather. That's going to be NL Esports, as we do see them on the brinks of this outskirts of Radar Base. Don't know if they want to push in or not. They got plenty of action here as Wicked Elite is actually going to be spotted. Wicked Elite is going to have a little bit of a fight on their hands with 4 pushing 2. This might be a little devastating, but they are going to go ahead and get to a point where they evade. So nobody knocked from Team Wicked Elite, as we are going to see a full team back in full effect for them. I'm assuming that nobody was coming off the revive flight, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, I don't think that I see that number go up either, so I'm not 100% sure what happened there. What I am sure is that on downtown there's only a single team, and although there was plenty of people on Raider base, a lot of them were able to stay alive and just run away as quickly as possible. And I do not see that many action happening at the moment. I do see a few players from Wicked Elite going off on a vehicle, pretty much teasing some of their enemies. But yeah, no potential team fights breaking in for the time being. Still
On
looking at
board
the
with
minimap,
team.
there might be
Yeah,
a fight for the spot of Aphelion.
There's a fight right now going on between Team 19 and one of the Lockdown Gaming teams, as AE actually might be on the outskirts of this area, so interested to see how they partake in it, as Dinosaur and Dark Element going to be right there in the mix. We're to see some FHJ shots. Thong Ripper going to take out my boy John, not John!
John getting in a really bad spot. Perfect, and Flex getting a few more kills for the side of NL, and that is gonna bring NL Esports to a not so bad amount of kills of 7, as they are pushing right now on the squad number 18. The squad that I don't think we've seen today is gonna be Dark Knights. Dark Knights in the brink of a fight against NL Esports, alongside with a few players from WreckedByReapers. One of the players is in the ground. Perfect is gonna get that kill onto Raven, and plenty more to come, as there's now gonna be that area outside of Block Market and in between downtown. A lot of people are getting even revived. The number went down by like 10 people, and then out of nowhere went all the way back up. Scopes picking up that third son to Spicy, getting the kill, picking up now. For Scopes is gonna be 3 kills. He is sniping against the squad of Wicked. So Scopes doing a really solid job with the snipes, keeping up those enemies like on their toes to make sure that they are not at control at all, as the last fights are gonna be taking place soon.
Last flight going to be taken off in about 40 seconds. That's going to be it for the day on revive flights of the second game. Dark Helmet and another one of his teammates are going to be picking up some kills. I think it may be a Dinosaur or Gora, one of the two. As I say that, the baby is going to be taken down and out. Not sure if he was already out, but tags, if he just now got taken out, will be scanned, I'm assuming, as Dark Helmet, Dinosaur, and Gora are on the hunt, looking for some more kills. They are only at 5 right now, so a slow start for them, as I do see it a perfect back in the mix. They are going to get a kill onto one of those Wicked Elite players, and Lil Jaw is actually going to jump in the mix too and take down Swag. So Flex knocked. He is going to be revived as we see. Perfect get the res there. Josh Dayrath going to be taken down again. Last revive flight is in the air. Let's see how many teams we got in full effect. Not the baby. Not the baby.
11.
So it looks like AE is going to be with 3. Demize is going to be with 4. Frost taking out Dior. This is going to be leaving Resume all on his own, bro. And with 7 kills on the board. Much better game than they had last as it looks like they're definitely going to get some points in the placement department now. So Matt taking out Dark Helmet. Oh, that's not good. It's going to leave Dinosaur and Gora, the last 2 players for the side of AE, and they're going to be taking some shots. Bull's going to be in the Bertha over here. It looks like Bulls is maybe AFK too.
Yeah, the side of Aphelion is going to be struggling a lot. There's only going to be one last remaining player, and I don't think. Yeah, there's only going to be. No, there's not any more revive flights. Dinosaur is going to get knocked out. There's going to be Aphelion outside of the picture, and the Mice Esports, all of them alive, 12 kills in place. They seem to be killing it so far. In game 1, they did. In game 2, they are on their way to contest that first place yet again. And of course, there's still plenty of people alive. Plenty of fights are about to be taking place. But the fact that they already got 12 kills and are on the top 9, that is going to mean a lot more points for them. And with the fact that Aphelion got knocked out a tiny bit earlier and with not so many kills, Palace Esports got knocked out early. With the Mice being one of the few teams that actually was able to keep up game 1 and game 2, that is going to position themselves in a really, really good spot.
Ultra picking up some big frags there as they are up to 13 kills. Still 4 strong. NL is going to be still in the mix too with 4 strong. They have 13 kills as well, so this is going to be a neck-and-neck fight for them as NL is trying to make their way to the top spot. They have Flex with 2, Scope with 4, Perfect 4 as well, and Skull Kid with 3. So Flex going to pick up his 3rd, or maybe his 3rd, as he knocks Ultra. With that being said, we are going to see Becky Bot actually land a cluster grenade on Flex. Ultra is going to be thirsted. Scope is going to go ahead and get that thirsted. Demize is going to be pushing on top of this hill. Frank Dini's going to be spotted. Frank Dini's going to be knocked. Frank Dini's going to be pretty much taken out. Frank Dini's going to be thirsted. That's going to be 15 kills now for the guys over at NL. We still see them 4 strong, and that's actually going to leave two teams with 4 strong. That's going to be NL and the guys over at Lockdown Gaming.
Yeah, Lockdown Gaming in a really good fight. They take a lot of damage onto their opponents. NL Esports, like you mentioned, 15 kills, and with a high ground, all of them alive. There's only 3 enemy squads alive. I do see Scopes continuously sniping, and like you mentioned, this has to be the same Scopes because of the fact that I do remember that he's one of the players that definitely likes to have that sniper as a secondary. In my head, there's always that back and forth between holding onto the AR plus the sniper or the shotgun. And when it comes down to Scopes, I usually do see him using that sniper, and from the distance, pretty much pushing their opponents to a worse spot that they might be at. He is actually gonna get knocked out from the side by Becky Boo. Lockdown once again gonna be causing terror. The side of Lockdown that is on the squad number 17, that would be Lockdown Gaming. I do believe that might be the main roster. They picked up another kill now onto School Kid. Lockdown Gaming with 13 kills for themselves, and with everyone alive, they might even take this victory.
They might, dude. And I'm going to say, Lil Ja had 200 IQ there, bro. He's got 8 kills on the board. He is wrecking them at the moment. He had a hell of a great concussion. He followed it up with a smoke, so they cleared that hill like it was nobody's business. Now, with Flex still in the mix, that is definitely going to make for some interesting feelings here as Flex is actually going to be forced down to the bottom of this hill. Becky Bot is going to be thirsted there, it looks like, as Flex does get that kill. That's going to be 18 for NL, regardless of the finish. My guy, Little Ja, comes through, gets the clean and the win. Lockdown Gaming takes game number 2 in a very high fashion.
Yeah, we definitely started talking right at the end of Lockdown Gaming, and there was a reason for it. they were playing it pretty smart at the last few minutes, being able to third party a few kills and then straight on 1v1s against others. They did it pretty nicely, and with when it was coming down to NL esports and it was also, I believe, what was the other squad they were fighting against? I don't quite remember, but they definitely did an amazing job at the end, picking up a great amount of kills of 16. And like you mentioned, Lil Ja, 9 kills for himself, on the brink of getting onto double digits. That is some big boy numbers, if you were to ask me. Like that is super nicely done. And although one of his players, actually a few of the players, Clean and Mystic, were not able to get as many kills, like with Becky Boo and Lil Ja getting 6 and 9 respectively, that is gonna help a lot. That lockdown gaming squad.
That is, and as I say that, we're going to take a look at the scorecard here real quick, and then I'm going to restart my emulator because I did get some notes in chat, and I'm noticing it myself, dude. I want to make sure we clean it out. Lockdown Gaming picks up huge win on the back of my guy, Little Jaw. 16 kills in a first place finish. NL played hella aggressive, and it paid off as they, I want to say they were right at 18. They are at a second place finish, so that's going to be a neck and neck finish for them as far as points go. Xotik Esports going to pick up third place with 8 kills. Wicked Elite played super well the second game. They only were able to pick up 8 kills, or 9 kills rather, in a fourth place finish. I want to see where my guys over at Palace Esports, that is very disappointing. 1 kill, 17th place. I don't want to put them on blast like that, bro, but I know they need that motivation to move on in this next game. And Aphelion, not playing like Aphelion normally does. They only pick up 5 kills and a 10th place finish. So definitely some new names in the mix. I am absolutely digging, these teams stepping up and making sure that they are recognized in this second game.
Yeah, a lot of new teams being showing up, and effectively talking about NL Esports. This is their first week, and they are showing us really strong, alongside with some others as well. But the fact that is going to be the first week of them is pretty remarkable in my opinion. And I do wanted to point that out before continuing on to Game 3, which I'm sure is going to be starting up soon. But like you mentioned, the fact that we have new contestants on the top, and by a lot. Like you mentioned, a bad game for both Palace Esports and Aphelion, the top two about last week, if I'm not mistaken. That is gonna be rather interesting to see. So pretty good so far. I'm enjoying it so far. Like watching new names is always interesting to be able to see not only new teams but also new names as players goes. So now I guess we must wait for the next games, because let's keep in mind that it's important to keep up throughout the 4 games, right? We've talked about it. For example, Aphelion, who were consistently getting one bad game, and because of that one single bad game, they were not able to get that first place. So I'm not saying that they're gonna do it. I'm just focusing on if they will be able to prevent that from happening and potentially be able to take the victory home.
Absolutely, and I'm actually loading up the emulator as we speak. We should have a better performance here, as I do see it loading up. Game number 3 going to be one for the ages. As let's take a look at the settings. I didn't change anything. Yep, high frame rate, high everything. Everything should be. We're gonna clean the cache and let's see if that works. Oh man, I hope this doesn't force me out of the app again. Tell them to hold up real quick as I'm gonna restart it real quick. One more time.
Yeah, I just sent a message from them. Don't worry.
Yep.
And although I was also intrigued to see, of course, one of the players that has been playing pretty nice in the last few weeks. One of the teams that I'm talking about will be Zenshu. Zenshu did end up third place last week, but although they were registered this week, I don't seem to see them in the lobby. So that is going to be a bummer, unfortunately. And with this being already game number 3, I don't think we're going to see them at all, which is pretty sad, but understandable. At the end of the day, even if you racer, sometimes life gets in the way and you're unable to join the game at the end. So we must go ahead and focus on those who actually are. And I don't know what happened in last game with Saints. I don't think we talked about Saints esports that much last game. I'm intrigued to see how they did. Unfortunately, I already closed the scoreboard, but they were definitely on top on game one. And as of game two goes, I don't think they were able to keep up the same pace, because I don't think we barely mentioned them at all.
I don't think we did. I don't think they had a very good run this past game. To say that emulator is reloading in, I cleaned the cache out. I am reloading the emulator to ensure that we have a smoother gameplay for game number 3. I've got the stream pulled up, which is actually going to display some of the scorecards. So we don't see them in the top 9. As a matter of fact, they might have finished just like the guys over at Palace Esports. Kind of crap in the bed in that second game. It just was not the best one for those, as they were wiped early. Yes, I do. I don't even see them in the top 15, bro.
Yeah, I was also looking at the stream. Not even top 15. And there's like how many teams in this lobby? 18, 19, something along those lines, 20 even. That is definitely not the best case scenario for them. They might even, I think they were not, if not on first, like probably on the at least top 3 and a solid top 3. But with game number 2, that's gonna put on other teams. Like I was mentioning, the Mice were able to go through a really good run. They ended up 5th with like 13 kills, I want to say. So that's still gonna be one of the teams that are on the top fights. And as of that goes, alongside with of course Lockdown Gaming, I think it's gonna be the top 3: Lockdown Gaming, NL Esports, and the Mice Esports. If you were to ask me, those 3 I think personally are the bigger contestants, at least so far in the first 2 games.
All right, I'm reloading. I'm logging back in. I should be good. I think clearing the cache might have messed me up in some of my downloads. So actually, I'm right back in it like Bennett, bro. We are chilling, my guy. All right, it looks like everything's running smoothly now. So we are good to start up.
We are good. All right, let me. Okay. We are good to go. We're going to be starting off with game number 3 pretty soon. And by the way, so a team that you mentioned last game, correct me if I'm wrong, but either they were not playing or I just didn't notice, but Xotik, the squad number 13, what happened with them on game number 1? Because either they were not there or I just didn't notice they were.
You know what? I think that they got wiped early, actually. They finished well outside the top 10. I don't even think they had a single kill, bro. I think they had a crap game. It happens to the best of us. I did see them put on a little bit this second game. So the first game was definitely a fluke. Second game was a lot better. It's been not very consistent for any team, though, as I don't think we've seen anybody come through and play back-to-back good games, if I'm not mistaken. NL Esports may be the exception.
Yeah, NL Esports and like I said, I think also the Sire might be the only 2 that made it better. And I did mention, of course, like I said, Lockdown Gaming, purely because the solid amount of kills they got on game 2 and the first place. But like you mentioned, I don't think they had that great of a game number 1 either. So yeah, that's the thing. It's still the coin is still spinning in the air, and it can go in anyone's favor. So we must still wait. Of course, we're on the halfway there still. We need the remaining half to go through. And since I don't see a platform yet again, I'm intrigued to see where Palace Esports is gonna go, and if for some unknown reason they might fight one of these new teams that are showing up strong this week. Because if they do that, like we already noticed that they've been not in the best performance that they've been showing us for the last few weeks. Definitely not the greatest they have, but still they could be able to come back to the good old Palace Esports performance. But we must wait. The game, the arrive flight, the flight, sorry, is gonna be on the go, not necessarily in the middle, rather much a little bit on the top part of it, but still gonna be opening a lot of room for teams to split out evenly throughout most of the map.
And how it unfolds, a flower of teams going to be pushing out. Looks like 2 might be going to Sakura, as we're going to be on board with Team 10 and Team 15. Team 15, that Saints Esports team that you were referring to earlier. Rosewind, Miguel, Samurai, Barry, they they didn't make a very good impact in that second game, but they had a decent first game. We are going to see Citrus actually take out Flex first. Scope trading, so we are going to be jumping on board with Citrus and team as we see this trades are made as the platform actually unexpectedly popped up out of Wetland and an outpost. Am I right? I thought there wasn't a platform here. Maybe I missed that. Oh my. The guys over at Palace Esports are not going to be happy about this one, as we do see them wiped out early. We might have lost my guy Gilmania too. Oh, there we go.
I'm here.
If you're just
I
joining,
cannot. Yeah, I cannot believe it. I did see that part. NL Esports yet again, this time completely wiping Palace Esports, not allowing a single soul to get out of that platform. They did notice that on game 1, they were for some reason allowed 1 to unfortunately get away and revive all their allies. This time they did not. They wiped them all out of existence, and NL Esports is going to start yet again with 4 kills this time onto none other than Palace on that platform.
See a 1v1 go down between Mystics and Ultra AMK. Ultra gonna get the better of that. The winners from game number 2 are gonna be wiped. That's going to be Lockdown Game and Lil John T. We'll see you back in the 4th, because you are not going to be in this 3rd. Oh my goodness, bro. This has been one for the ages, bro. This has been a very unexpected second game, which led to a very unexpected beginning to a 3rd game. Palace Esports out of the mix. Lockdown Gaming, who won game number 2, going to be out of the mix. What is going on at the moment?
Yeah, and even the Demize Esports, the team that I did say that had a great game 1 and 2, there's only going to be Ultra alive. Although he did eliminate the squad of Lockdown Gaming, they are going to be only with a single player remaining. I think he might get the revive flights for everyone. But definitely, like, this week has been all over the place. Teams just getting wiped right off the bat. Unexpectedly, I even see the squad of Saints yet again picking a few more kills as they are fighting on Sakura against one of the other lockdown rosters, the squad number 10. Rosewind gets the knock into respite. And I think that might be... No, never mind. John. None other than John is still going to be alive.
None other than my boy John, man. Nobody else, bro. Just, if it's nobody else, it's John, bro.
You better look out for John, because when you expected the least, he's going to pop out of nowhere outside of the grass and going to start shooting at you.
Just one shot, though. That's all he needs. One shot. If you are able to locate him after that one shot, he will give you the kill.
But yeah, he is still going to be able to stay alive, of course. All of Saints Esports are going to be in place. And rocking pretty solid. I do see the side of Aphelion are going to be pushing towards that airdrop in the middle of the map, in between nuclear plant and the boss station. So that's going to allow Aphelion to try to go for a better performance that they definitely didn't have on game number 2.
We say that we are going to see team number 5 come back in full force. Ultra takes out Say My Name. Ultra is going to be pushed by Omega. Omega gets the double cluster. How toxic. As I say that, Texas actually takes down Frank Ziti. Now we're going to see Holy Boba and Frost Going to be the last 2 players alive for this roster, as Demize might be taken out here after being back in full force. Before they're even able to take advantage of it, they are going to be pushed by multiple teams. We got Wicked Elite in the area. We got Bot in the area. This is going to be a tough matchup. As I'm taking a look at the stream, it looks like we're getting 60 frames per second. So it does appear as though the emulator is going to be doing a lot better since I cleaned or since I restarted it, and everything's going to be running smoothly. So I am super happy that you guys are going to be able to take advantage and see everything in 60 frames. As I was saying, some people are like, yeah, I'm not even getting 30, my guy. I was noticing that too, bro, so I'm glad I went ahead and stopped that. Salvi's going to go down via the hands of Dark Helmet. Dark Helmet back on his terror. That is something that if you are Palace Esports or if you are Lockdown Gaming, you want to see Dark Helmet and AE thrive right now, because if they're thriving, that means your competition isn't. It's going to allow you to stall for one more game. But I'm going to go ahead and be honest with you. After the second and third game performance for the guys over at Palace Esports, they may not even be in the running for this.
Yeah, they might even not. Like you mentioned, the fact that they got eliminated on game 2 and 3, that is definitely not what you want. That's gonna prevent yourself from getting a lot of points. Sorry. And unless they get like a crazy amount of kills, some breaking record stuff, I don't see Palace Esports being able to contest this week. That is pretty unfortunate, as we've seen them doing it pretty consistently for the past even months. This tournament has been week number 9. So although they were showing us pretty high consistent gameplay from them, today has just not been it for them. And I do see a few teams in the farm area. Like we mentioned, there's still plenty of fight taking place. I see still Wicked Elite, Saints alongside with the squad number 21, the guys over at Bot Aphelion. They're gonna be fighting against the remaining even players from the Mice as well. The Mice, who is just with the same 2 players, Frost and Holy Boba. They're still gonna be alive, still gonna be up and running. And I think Frost, I just noticed Frost was actually the only one alive, as Holy Boba just got knocked out by Dior. The revives are gonna come in place from Frankdini and Ultra. Frost is gonna be going back for the dog tag, and safely enough, as Wicked Elite and WreckedByReapers are getting outside of that fighting scene.
All right, I'm taking a look too. I think I had my mic turned off as I was talking about Palace Esports and their placement on the points board. I do see them in the top 10, but with a whopping 40 points, you're gonna have to have a miracle come out of your ass in this 4th game, and it's just not gonna happen, bro. They're definitely gonna be playing for some practice, some much needed practice though, as I do see some improvement that needs to be made. I'm sure Citrus is on top of it, though. With that being said, we are about halfway through this for a 3rd game, rather. Jesus Christ. Peach is taking out Prince. Peach is picking up her first kill of this the series. We are going to jump on board with them, as we do see the thirst come through. The baby going to take down Skull Kid. So we're going to have NL Esports, and we are going to see some action here from SNS, as Empress and Inyo are going to be pushing on the top of the hill. It doesn't look like there's going to be much here, as I do see the other team actually evading. And now we're going to see Dark Helmet in a very particular, or a bad spot, as the baby's going to be the last one alive, as he is healing up. He's going to be flashed and pushed by Scope. Scope is going to come through and get the kill. That's going to be a wipe for NL. They are going to be taking, well, not NL, but AE. AE not having a great game. They are going to be taken down by NL. So NL, on the back of Scope and Skull Kid, are going to continue their reign of terror, as I do see the res come through for Flex. They are not going to be able to get to Skull Kid. He'll have to be on that revive flight. No, they get both.
We were talking about
what is happening?
Sorry, I was gonna mention, while we were talking about that, SNS Peaches picked up her second kill, still fighting against Dark Knights on that kill house. That's gonna be 2 kills for Peaches this game, 2 kills for SNS. That's gonna be Viper. And there's still a few more players from Dark Knights that they could potentially try to contest. I'm not sure they will. They're gonna be using the airborne, so with that height advantage, they might be able to spot them out. And a pretty okay game for the side of SNS Vipers, as they were struggling a lot on the first 2 games, and pretty understandable since plenty of teams seem to be struggling in today's tournament. So props to them, 2 kills. Salvi, I do see getting a knock on none other than Flex. One of the players from NL Esports is gonna get knocked out with a sniper right there.
We'll see Peaches actually try and thirst this last player that's inside of the kill house area. Little does she know he's going to be on the opposite side, so health is still, it's not a factor for Peaches though, so that's a good thing. And the circle is actually going to be in an area where it could be easily manageable to get to. Accessible via that little rope, that little zip tie. And with that being noted, we are going to jump back on board with Scope and NL, as they actually might be the only competition that's still playing consistently throughout this game.
Most definitely 12 kills. They are in the middle of a fight. Scope is actually gonna get knocked out, only leaving Perfect and Skull Kid. Skull Kid is gonna get the revived barely onto Flex. Let's see if Flex doesn't die to the storm. It seems like he's not, but Perfect is gonna get knocked out in the meantime. We were talking about how NL has been playing consistently, and as you said that there's only gonna be Skull Kid barely alive, Flex on the brink of getting knocked down, and with a few enemies still like around them. So Perfect finally getting knocked out. It's only gonna be leaving Flex and Skull Kid. Skull Kid is gonna be 1 HP, get knocked out.
Oh my god, bro.
What is going on now? It is now NL's turn to have not a... I mean, it's not a bad game. They got 12 kills.
Oh, big facts.
But there was still plenty of room for more, as they are gonna be left alone with only Flex alive.
Yeah, no tags to be scanned here, as bot is probably going to... They're probably going to prevent that from happening, as I see them actually just hold the top of that perch. It doesn't look like they're going to come off that that top of that hill easily, and we are going to see the looting begin. Taking a look at the mini map here, we're going to go ahead and zoom in. We are going to see Team 19 and 9 actually taking some fights here, as Duff, 3 men strong, going to be pushing up against Team 9. That's going to be one of the other mini Lockdown Gaming teams that are still available on this in this game.
Yeah, Danny is going to be rushing onto Spooky, getting the knock. There's only 1 remaining player of that Lockdown Gaming squad. I do see even Balls from Xotik in the outside of boss station. He doesn't seem to be willing to fight at the moment, actually. He's the only one remaining from Xotik. He might have gotten the rifle lights in place. I don't know, because of the spectator glitch that sometimes happens. But yeah, the side of Dove, they seem to be playing it aggressively. They were trying to get the swipe onto that squad from Lockdown. It is not going to be the case, as Storm was able to run away on a vehicle. But at the same time, I do see none other than Saints pushing now onto Dove. And as I say that, I do see Miguel with a shotgun dropping down into the floor in the middle of a 1v2, getting knocked out, trying to bite a little too much that he can actually chew. But his ally Samurai and Rosewin are picking up the kills on the outside. That's the wipe that Miguel was trying to get, but unfortunately for Miguel, he did it a bit too aggressively in a way.
He did, and as we take a look at the remaining players, 42 still on board, 12 teams available, a plethora of talent still out there in the mix. We do have Lockdown Gaming John still alive, so John, Space, and Recipe still going to be alive. We saw those guys get nearly wiped early on, and as you were saying, Bulls is going to have a full team back in full forces. 3 players come back for them on the revive flight, so... still plenty of game left to be played. Bot with 7 kills. The guys over at Team 20, Vegan and Chamuco, looks like they are going to be in a position to have to get some tags here, as I see Inyo actually pick up a kill. Perfect is going to go down to the Storm. That might be it for Nativos Latinos, but no, it isn't. It isn't. We're going to see Skull Kid and Flex and Scope still alive, so they were able to get back on the revive flight. Josh Jrath, before he could even take a step after landing, is going to be thirsted immediately. And Bot Say My Name is going to take down Wicked Texas. So Wicked Elite, who had a decent second game, is having a decent third game. They're playing for placement and some kills here, as we do see Thong Ripper and Dior still alive. Resume is going to be knocked at the moment. But with all things considered, we're going to see Dior actually try and get better placement before he even engages with any kind of tags.
I did see something happen that it's one of the worst one of the worst things that can happen to you, which is I was expecting NL Scopes X from the Nativos Latinos. He got out of the car. He was about to start up a fight without realizing that instead of a weapon, he was holding onto his sword, his melee weapon. So he unfortunately he tried to pull off his weapon, but it was just too late. I've been in that situation. It is just so unbelievably annoying. Getting out of the car, going all in, trying to go for the kill, and then realizing that you're just not ready as you don't have your weapon in hand. And with that being said, there's still two players from NL Esports alive, and they might be getting pushed over by Wicked Elite, but the fact that happened to Scopes quite early and that he's not going to be able to get back on track as there's no more revive flights is going to hurt a lot the side of NL Esports, who are still with 13 kills, but with only two players remaining, is going to be a tough situation, as on top of all the struggle that they've been through, they are on the very bottom place of the area right now.
Gonna give Bot a chance to rack up some points here, as I do see Peaches getting the feed. 3 kills for her. Say My Name, gonna pull out that AK-47. I love that skin, the Halloween edition, the pumpkin one. As I say, that kill shot is gonna be taking some shots. Gonna get the thirst on the Thong Ripper. That might be it for Wicked. No, it is not. Dior's gonna still be alive. Dior's gonna be taken out. That's gonna be a squad wipe for Bot, as they have made their way into this matchup with a decent amount of kills. 11 on board so far in a full squad. I don't think anybody's even been... Has anybody even had to come from the revive flight? That's an interesting stat if it was something.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. As of right now, there's gonna be fights taking place all over the map. There's still 23 people alive, and that's close to the last remaining safe zone. I cannot believe that there's still people alive. There's going to be from Demize getting a few kills onto Saints, Miguel, and Samurai. Demize are still in the game. They were in a pretty tough spot at once, and they are now holding on to 15 for themselves. So pretty nicely done. 2 players alive for Demize, being Frank Dini and Holy Boba. They are going to be pushing now onto the bot squad. They're going to be getting the knock onto Kitsune. Kitsune now in the middle of the fight, getting another knock for Holy Boba. Holy Boba killing it with a shotgun. He's gonna be starting off the third fight. He's gonna try to get the wipe on his own. He's not gonna be able, but getting those 2 kills was pretty huge for them, as they were probably still gonna be eliminated anyway.
They are, and that's gonna leave 7 teams. Good God, we still have 7 teams alive. Where are these snakes at? Goddess is gonna be taken down. Peaches and Empress gonna take for the air, as they're going to try and get some better placement here and spot anybody they can. Miss Kill is going to be spotted, a team that we haven't been talking about at all. Wicked Sins just really haven't made their presence in this matchup in any of the 3 games. They got 0 kills on the board at the moment, but they will be playing for some placement points. I'm assuming Peaches and Empress might be trying to get a little bit better positioning, and we might see how they transition here, as we see Sean, one of the last players alive for Team 20, going to be spotted by Peaches. Peach is going to be lasering. Peach is going to pick up her 4th kill. Somebody stop her. She is on fire. As I say that, we do see 5 teams remaining and 7 players left. So it's going to be a multiple of solos and duos. As I say that, Peach is going to be taken from the nade. Miss Kill is also going to go down to that. I don't know if that was the same nade, but dude, it was a bit of a shot there if Omega landed both of those.
Yeah, I think it was with 2 different grenades, so he was probably just spamming out the grenades that he had, throwing them all over the remaining safe zone. Empress is going to be able to get the revive onto Peaches, so they are still going to be holding on. Not necessarily strong, they're going to be healing. they are one of the few squads that are with 2 players alongside with Bot, Omega, Killshot are alive in place. NL Flex is still alive. There's not gonna be too much action at the moment, as actually I do see Omega getting that knock on to drop. That's gonna be only leaving 3 squads alive.
That is, it's going to be one from Nativos Latinos Flex. Peach is going to get in the airborne. Killshot is going to take down Empress, so Peach is going to be in the air. Peaches is going to die to the zone, unfortunately. Peach is not going to go down without a fight, though. With that on the record, we are going to see Flex as the circle is going to be drawing in closely. He's going to be spotted by Killshot. Bot is going to take this third game. What a great one indeed, guys. Just something that... This was a very devastating third game. This was a high-magnitude third game, as we saw 2 teams get taken out super early. One of those being Palace Esports, unfortunately, did not have a great game. And that also being one of the lockdown gaming teams that we have like 18 of apparently in the lobby, because every other team is lockdown gaming at the moment. They were taken out. That's Lil Jaw's team. They were taken out within minutes of the first flight.
Yeah, they like it's this week. I don't think we've seen a week where 3 different teams like being popped off at the end. Last game it was the Demize. This time it's gonna be Bot, the Bot squad, and with 18 kills. Like I don't know what's going on, but this, in my opinion, is gonna be one of the closest so far. But at the same time, like you mentioned, the side of NL Esports didn't do bad at all either. They got 16 kills and second place finish. So I do believe that maybe, although NL is gonna be on top, there's quite a few teams with around the same amount of points in the back of them, but still in a really, really good spot. And with Game 4 in place, it's gonna be coming down to NL Esports not having at least a decent game. Like at this point, I do believe they have the advantage. Let's see if they can maintain that. As like I mentioned, there's plenty of squads that are gonna be on the hunt for that first place.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We are going to take a look at the scorecard before this fourth game starts up. Taking a look at the kill feed, I'm going to see where both Little Jog 18th. Man, that's tough for they got 3 kills though, so that's something to consider. And all considerations aside, my guys over at Palace Esports just did not have a great game. That is a 19th place finish with 0 kills. They're going to have to kill the entire lobby in order to compete with this this spread of teams that have found themselves atop of a board that was up for grabs at the beginning. It looks like it's going to be pretty narrow towards the end. Bot had a very, very decent game. So glad to see these guys back in here, because I want to say that they were not in for the longest time. So glad to see Omega and Killshot and Say My Name in the mix. Kitsune as well. Haven't seen Kitsune in a few weeks. So huge shout outs to Bot as they take the third game. We're about to get started up and geared up for game number 4. But before we do that, we'll take a look at the scorecard. I'll have that pulled up here shortly.
And yeah, do you have it on screen already? Talk about it.
I am getting it pulled up as we speak, my guy.
All right.
Definitely got it updated. It looks like
It's up until game 2.
up until game 2. So we'll be able to talk about up until game 2 with that on the board. So let's see here. Shazam. Where are you? No. We're going to go to the window capture. There we go. Got it. All right, we're going to talk about it now. Bam. Demize off the rip. 28 kills, 112 points. Nativos Latinos, NL Esports, 29 kills, 110 points. And we've got one of the mini lockdown gaming teams, 20 kills and 83 points. So it is looking like Nativos Latinos might take off with this first place, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, you would be right, because the Mice and Nativos Latinos got the same amount of kills last game, but Nativos Latinos was on second place, while the Mice ended up on the 8th place. So because of the placement points, they are going to be on top, but definitely still being hunted by the Mice.
You are
And I
absolutely
also
right.
wanted to check onto bot artillery, which were the winners, but 2 more kills and a better placement is gonna give them a good chunk of points. They were with 54, so they're definitely gonna be getting closer to the first place. They're gonna need one more great game like they did on game 3. And that's as of the Mice, NL, and Bot Artillery. But I want to check on every single team. You know, the fact that I feel like this, like I mentioned before, there's plenty of teams in the brink of contesting for the first place, right? It's quite interesting to see it, and I'm loving it if I'm being honest.
If I'm being honest, I'm loving it too. But what I don't love is seeing Palace at that 8th place spot with 40 points, and they're not going to grow any more from that 40 points. Like I said, they are not going to be anywhere near a top 3 finish this week. That's going to be very unfortunate. The good thing is we are going to see and crown a new champion, which is always fun. So at the moment, it does appear that Nativos Latinos might be in the first place position as they pick up a second place with 16 kills. So yeah, we've crowned Nativos Latinos champions in the Meseeks Sunday Showdown a few times. Now it's time to do it in the Battle Royale event, I guess. It's as they make their first debut onto the Monday Royale. I'm so excited to see how they finish in this 4th game. So definitely, I need to turn my music down so I know that it is not as loud. That song in particular just starts off so low. Then I raise the volume and it's like, boom, boom, boom. Loud as hell, bro. I can't hear shit.
Yeah, it happens with music, but yeah, like you said, it's gonna be plenty of fights, and I don't know about top 3, but like we've seen Palace Esports being able to get like a crazy amount of kills, getting as high as 29. I'm not sure if Palace Esports has been able to drop a 30. And although I'm saying that good stuff about them, with a few less squads being in this week's tournaments, maybe they are not gonna get as many kills as they have before because of the fact that there's not as many people. But I'm hoping like they can do something. You know, it does feel weird not seeing Palace Esports at least top 5. You know, like you mentioned, they were on top 8 as of game 2, and with game 3 not getting, I don't think they even were able to get a kill, were they? Oh no, I think they did get one, but that is not enough points for the top 5th place. Without any more talking about the past, it seems like we're gonna be starting off soon for game number 4.
That is right, dude. That is going to conclude our series for tonight. 3 games down, 1 to go. We are going to be crowning a new champ this week if I don't overstep my boundaries. I'm thinking that we are, and we might be doing so in the likes of NL Esports.
Yeah, it could be that way, but at the same time, I do feel like the Mice could be in place if you were to decide one of those two, like one of only the Mice and NL Esports. Who do you think is gonna be doing better on this specific game?
Oh, it's gonna be NL, bro. Regardless if there is a platform or not, I do see one in Outpost as we speak. It looks like it's in the same exact spot it was last game.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. NL Esports is gonna go there, and they are gonna be met by Palace Esports. Palace Esports is gonna go there regardless. I'm gonna go ahead and call it.
Okay. That should be interesting to see
strategy.
as the flight is gonna be so close to that platform. So that's perfect for them. That is definitely perfect for them if the plan is to go there.
If NL Esports goes here, they might be in for a rude awakening. I'm gonna go ahead and be just frank with you here.
Yeah, there's a high chance of that being the case. Let me check onto them. They are 16, and they are not going to be going to the platform, actually. They might be going to Black Market, and they are not going to be getting there alone, as I do see Aphelion plus... Oh, wait, never mind. They're going all the way to Sanitarium. Alright, so they are not going for the platform. They are deciding not to playing as risky this time around. But Palace Esports doesn't care, you know? Although they got wiped out last game. They were like, let's try it again. And this time it's gonna work out as they're gonna be uncontested and able to freely loot that platform right now.
As we say that, we are going to be on board with Aphelion as they have encountered Wicked Elite here. Thong Ripper is going to be taken down. And I do believe Dior was knocked at the same time as well, or prior to that. DaBaby is going to be spotted by Resume. Resume fires back and blasts DaBaby on top of this little canopy area. Oh my god, Gora is going to be pushing in. Resume is going to be pushed by what? He's going to be half health, and the smoke is going to come down. We are going to see Resume kind of rotate through and just not even engage, as only 2 players alive for this Wicked, well, actually 1 player alive, as Texas is taken down by Dark Helmet. Resume going to be playing for his life. This is an early wipe, potentially, if Resume doesn't play this right.
Yeah, and I was unable to open the map as I was watching all of the players from Palace Esports. Coming out of the Mice, they seem to be in the brink of starting off a fight against squad number 20. The guys over at No Name.
Peaches get a knock. Peaches just got a knock. I'm going to go ahead and announce that there. Peaches is on the board, guys, but Peaches is taken down.
She's on fire from last game in this one, huh?
She is, man. She is put on 1. She's only got a knock so far, so that might actually not even result in a kill. As I see Inyo dipping out. I don't think Inyo's going to be able to get that thirst, and Inyo might be on the brink of devastation, so we're actually going to go ahead and vacate the premises. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I hate I caught that on camera.
What happened over there?
Oh, Inyo got spotted going up a ladder. Just was, at any rate, it was not a good look. With that being noted, we are going to go ahead and move on, as I do see some action, as you said, with Demize. Is that Team 16? Is that Nativos Latinos pushing to the platform area or sanitarium? That is going to be.
Oh yeah, sanitarium.
Oh
yeah.
Man, dude, what is going on here? Did the guys over at Palace Esports want to smoke? They do want to smoke, as we do see Desire take down Skull Kid. Citrus is going to be in the building. Scope's going to be on the outskirts, and this is going to be some devastating action here if NL finds himself eliminated early in this 4th game.
Yeah, I don't know how, but that's gonna be a 3rd game that really early. There's gonna be a fight between NL and Palace Esports. I do see Flex starting up a fight against one of the players from Palace, that being Desire, I believe. Flex in the middle of a fight. Skull Kid finally getting knocked out. Flex is like 17 HP in the middle of the smoke, so he cannot see too much. He's gonna get out of there, but there's gonna be. Oh, I thought there was gonna be another squad joining the fight, but not just yet. Still, they're gonna be contesting, but I don't see too many action happening as of right now. So I would like to check on the minimap if there's any other sort of fight that you might be seeing elsewhere.
No, but I do see a smart move from NL. NL evacuates the area. Palace Esports wanted their revenge. They're not going to get it right now, as Flex, Perfect, and Scope are going to go ahead and vacate the premises. Perfect is going to be spotted, picked up outside of this frigid wetland area. And we're going to see them live to fight another day.
Yeah, they will be able to do it. It's going to be Flex on the helicopter, while Company, they are kind of getting split apart from one another, which is interesting to see. Right over at Heat, I do see yet again another fight for the Mice, who are actually going to lose a few of their players. Holy Boba is going to be pretty low. Frost is on a snowboard trying to run away from the enemies. That's not what the Mice needs. They were on the potential 2nd place as of Game 3. But they are actually on the brink of getting eliminated rather quickly on Game 4.
Yeah, with them getting pushed by Team 15, that's going to be Miguel and Rosewin. They're actually going to be quite thirsty, as we see Frost evacuate the area. And how appropriate. Snowboards being utilized on snow. That's what I love to see, as we do see Kitsune get into the kill feed. Bot had a great 3rd game. They're following up with a decent 4th, but with that being said, Say My Name and another player is going to be spotted and taken down. Kitsune's going to take out Salvi. Respi going to take out Becky Bot. That's going to be a huge fight. Where is that at?
It seems to be going at, I think those are the one on launch base, maybe? I'm not 100% sure.
That might be 10 and 17. 17 is going to be that first, or the main team for Lockdown Gaming. Clean is going to get in the airborne and dip out, as Team 10 is going to be on the outskirts of the area with John going to be in the main vicinity. John, my boy John, going to be spotted. He's going to be dipping out on the snowboard, and Clean going to take flight and try and push this, as I do see Mystic playing very toxically, as John's just going in circles, and so is Mystic. So, oh man, will he be able to get thirsted? No, he won't. It looks like he's going to have to play for tags. Mystic is going to have to pick up his boys, as they have found themselves in a position where they don't want smoke. Team 10 said they're not going to play games with them.
Yeah, they did try to go around in circles to potentially get like one of those kills by running someone over. Ultimately, it didn't work for Mystic. He had to get away and potentially pick up the dog tags, as his initial strategy of running someone over was definitely not working. That's gonna be the end of that fight between Lockdown and actually both of them were Lockdown, I believe. So yeah, that's the end.
They're always locked down.
But I do see Palace, who are with a single kill, by the way, in the middle of a fight and getting Desire getting knocked out by Prince. One of the other players is gonna be Slime getting knocked out. Like, that's gonna be only leaving 2 players. Anti and Citrus are alive, and not necessarily in the best spot, as the players from squad number 11, the guys on WreckedByReapers, are defending those tags at the moment. And there's even the 21, the guys over at Bot Artillery, joining the fun in there.
Bot playing hella aggressive right now. 10 kills already? We just started the damn game, bro. Come on, guys. What's going on? Bot just raining down on these kids. Ari is spotted by Kitsune. Kitsune not only gets the knock, but gets the thirst. We are going to see them pick up their 11th kill, and we may have highly underestimated this Bot team, as I don't think anybody is even in the vicinity of double digits. These guys have, actually, no, I see Lockdown Gaming. John's team is actually at the 7 board. They might be the only other team with that many kills, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, they have 7, so they are definitely closer than any other. But most definitely, the bot squad are killing it at the moment. Specifically Kitsune. Kitsune is holding on to 6 kills himself. So he's gotten like about half the kills of the whole squad on his shoulder. And that's going to come down to the fact that they, like you mentioned, are playing pretty aggressively. They are right now going to be using that airborne and potentially pushing onto another team. Around them, there seems to be one player from Aphelion, a few from Palace Esports, even some more for WreckedByReapers. So they definitely have options to pick up from right now.
Yeah, we're going to be on board with AE now, as I do see that airdrop come through in the middle of nowhere outside of Kill House and Diner area. It is literally like a open field here, as I do see Gora taking some shots. Dark Helmet going to be jumping on the snowboard out in the middle of the desert. How much sense does that make? Snowboard warriors, my guys, as we see a multitude of
is that a car flying by?
I cannot even tell, bro. It's just the snowboard action is real right now.
Yeah, I went to look, like you mentioned, on the guys over at Aphelion who are chasing down Wicked Sense, and then out of nowhere a freaking car pops out of nowhere and starts flying around. I don't know if that was the spectator glitch or actually someone just having fun with a car, but like you said, Aphelion are pushing onto Wicked Sense, and all of them with snowboards. It's gonna be interesting how that's gonna be turning out to be. I do see Dinosaur doing the strategy of using the snowboard, getting out, picking up a few shots onto the enemies. But none of them are willing to stop just yet, as they are going to be encountered now. Squad 13, the guys over at Xotik, are around them. So let's see if they want to join the fight, or maybe even join the fun with the snowboards.
You know, we can just all get together and have like a snowboard race one day. We'll have that as a battle royale event. Whoever can circle the map twice wins. And if you get killed, you'll be eliminated from the event. So I'll go ahead and claim that as an event, a main event for the Meseeks moving forward. But, until that is set in stone, we will be seeing this Battle Royale event take place. Fourth game, indeed. 3 under the books. And as we were talking about earlier, we're going to be naming a new champion. And the way that Nativos Latinos are playing right now, they're playing very conservatively. I don't know if it's going to pay off in the end. So a weird strategy. They got pushed by Palace Esports. Palace Esports got one down, taken out.
They don't have a single kill right now.
They don't have a single kill. Like I said, they're playing very conservatively. I think they were like kind of shaken after that first encounter with Palace.
Yeah, and looking at it, like the fact that they don't have kills, although they were still in first place, the Mice doesn't have kills either. So I guess they should be potentially fine. But the bot squad are still pushing on to getting a lot of kills, and although they have a single player remaining, they have 12 kills in their hands. So Omega, if he's able to potentially get the revives onto his allies, I don't know. I'm not sure if they have enough to contest for first place, but they are definitely on a spot to attempt to make something happen.
They are on attempt, man, and like I said, I think we underestimated the abilities of the bot squad. Bot artillery coming through in the second game, or third game rather, picked up a plethora of kills at a first place spot. They are already in double digits now, and I don't think very much can stop them. Palace Esports is not in a position to contest anything at the moment. Nativos Latinos was shaken after their first encounter with Palace. So it's been a different game indeed. It's been a lot of teams playing uber conservatively. Ultra is going to take down my boy John. Ultra from Demize is going to be putting his team on the board with 2 kills now. So we were speaking on how Demize does this game could ultimately, turn, the scorecard around for whatever a placement is they are in right now. If the third game is being tallied, I'll go ahead and show that. But Killshot's going to be taken down by Lil Ja. Lockdown Gaming had a terrible third game. Fourth game is looking a little better as they have 5 kills on the board. They are on the brink of eliminating bot artillery.
Yeah, bot artillery, like we mentioned, there was only a single player. He did get the revive onto Killshot, who unfortunately got taken down yet again. He got the dog tags back, but he still has to survive for 20 seconds. There doesn't seem to be players around him anymore, so he should be fine. Omega will be able to get Kitsune and Say My Name back. But it's gonna be one of those situations where, although you're getting the revive flights, where are you supposed to land? Where are you supposed to get the loot? Of course, it's gonna be pretty useful if he is in a spot where he is getting a kill or 2, so they can drop in there to get some loot. But that's not the case for Omega. He's gonna be flying on top of Lockdown Gaming, the squad at 17, but I don't think that should be a smart move. They have been doing pretty nicely on the past few games, and although in this situation they only have 4, I do see Becky Bot has already spotted Omega flying around them.
Yeah, and being in a position of power at the moment with some kind of top control is going to give them an advantage, but I mean, with that being, brought up, I would just assume that it is pretty much still anybody's game. This next airdrop is where a lot of action is going to happen, as we see Kitsune back from the revive flight, not going to be in an area to contest, but we're going to see Team 15 actually come through, and Team 15 is going to be eliminated as not eliminated, but Barry was eliminated as he was out in no man's land. Slime picks up a kill on Batgirl. Playgirl picks up a kill on Prince. Kill feed's popping off as we see a couple of teams actually pushing for this drop, and Wicked Sin's actually going to be spotted by Saints. We're going to see Miguel take shots. He's kind of just split view. Miss Killa is going to be spotted. Miss Killa is going to be potentially taken down here. Miss Killa with some good movement going to get out of the area for the time being and getting in a better position, or rather a one where she can't be shot at. She's going to fly down and ninja her way out of this. Ninja, indeed. Yes, Miss Killa is going to live to see another day for the time being.
Not anymore. She just got knocked down by Rosewin, unfortunately.
I got to stop opening my mouth, my guy. I probably caster curse so many players in this fourth game, my guy.
Yeah, unfortunately, she gets knocked out. It's still gonna be Pew and Jay alive. They're gonna be starting up a fight. Pew realizes that maybe that's not the time to start engaging, gets out of there, and potentially goes up the hill yet again. Realizes the enemy is still there, so just tries to go for a different path. Tries to potentially support Jay, but they are in the opposite ends at the moment, and in between the squad number 5 of the mice and 15 is gonna be Saints. So being in between Saints and the mice, not necessarily the best spot for Wicked Sins.
Taking a look at the remaining players, it appears as we've got 10 teams left, 26 players alive. AE, who has been completely irrelevant in this 4 or best of 4 here, just has not, well, not best of 4, but 4-game series. They have been popping off. They're up to 17 kills. They're going to take some shots on the Desire. Desire is going to be absolutely wiped. Citrus might have been another casualty in that fight. Palace Esports just not finding their way in this 4th game. Had a terrible 2nd and 3rd. We'll see them back next week, as they are not going to even be in a position to make a top 5 after this 4th game, as I see Slime and Antsy, the last 2 players alive for them. Even with placement points and 15 plus kills, which they need 9 more to do, I just don't think it's going to happen.
Wow, it's so crazy. Like after saying that they were struggling throughout 3 games, the fact that they're getting 19 is pretty impressive. But like you said, it's just too late. It is just come down to showing to us that they were capable of doing it. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out to be the case. They're gonna pick the 20th kill by her Helmet's hands. They're now gonna be pushing on Demize. They get the kill onto Frank Dini. Frank Dini gets knocked out of existence. There's still 2 players from the Mice alive, being Ultra and Frost. They're gonna be with 5 kills themselves. What happened with Nativos Latinos, by the way? They do have 1 single kill, and I can only wonder, like, who is gonna be the winner in this week? Like, there's nothing written. There's plenty of possibilities, and even more so as the Mice and NL Esports have not picked up that many kills this game so far.
No, they haven't. NL playing uber conservatively. I'm guessing they're holding everything down to this last bit. This might not pay off, as I see Dark Helmet actually rush the area. Dark Helmet's going to take down Perfect. Going to get the finish on Perfect as well. Scope's still alive. He's going to be dropping down hot. We're going to see Dinosaur get the res down. No. Yes. No. Scope's down. Skull Kid going to try and get up here on this little zip tie here, or this little zip area. And we are going to see the res come through at the potential of seeing Skull Kid absolutely taken out too, as he was weak from the zone. Flex is going to be last player alive for NL Esports. They are in a position where they cannot capitalize on. Skull Kid does take down Dark Helmet. Dark Helmet is going to die to the storm, so that is a 4th kill. Now, Dinosaur is going to be the last player alive. They're up to 25 kills. 75 points just off the rip for kills alone. And with a top 6 potential finish, this could be where AE picks up a plethora of kills, but I don't think it's going to have any correlation to where the final scoreboard is going to end up at.
Yeah, that's definitely going to boost them in the scoreboard a lot. But that a lot doesn't mean that they're going to be able to contest those. I think they might be able to get like on a top 10 scenario. But it's still going to be a little bit disappointing coming out of someone like Aphelion. I do see that a Dinosaur is still alive. He's gotten 5 kills for himself so far. So he's not necessarily going to be playing aggressive, as he's the only one alive for his team. He's going to be playing the
It's a 1v. I'm going to go ahead.
run.
I'm going to go ahead and stop. It's a 1v1, v1, v1, v1. It's 5 players alive, all from 5 different teams.
You're right.
And Demize is eliminated. They're out of the mix. NL Esports still in it. Flex is still alive. He's going to spot one of the players from Palace Esports. That's going to be Slime, who's going to be on the bottom part of this building. Smoke is going to come down. He's going to get some health in him as the smoke bomb is going to go through. Again, we are going to see Flex playing for positioning. Clean's going to be taken down to the storm. That's not going to be good. Slime going to be pushed here by Flex potentially, as he is trying to get a better angle. Slime is not going to be spotted. Yes, he is. Slime's going to be destroyed. And now it's a 1v1 with none other than who is that? Is that Bot? Yes, that's gonna be Omega. Omega takes the dub. They win back-to-back games and 14 kills. I gotta see where that scorecard ends up at.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. Even though like Nativos Latinos didn't get as many kills, those placements are gonna be the deciding factor. I don't know if they're gonna be able to win or not onto the Mize, but I'm all down to give a check. I do believe that the scorecard has been updated as to game number 3, so we can check onto what happened on game 4 and make some predictions at what the potential final score is gonna be looking like. But outside of that, like you mentioned, Bod did win 2 games in a row. Last game with it was 18, I believe. This time with 14. Pretty nicely done by them. You know, they did pop off on the second half of this tournament.
They did, and you know what, with Bot getting this back-to-back win, I'm not gonna let it outshadow the fact that my guys over at Aphelion popped off and dropped how many kills? 25 kills, my guy. They have been completely irrelevant for the first 3 games. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm taking a look at the scorecard here. Maybe I might be, speaking out of place, but I don't think they've had anything worth talking about all game. 3 games down, they were only able to muster up 65 points. So Nativos Latinos might be in a great position. Bot Artillery actually might be in a position to contest, though, as I'm looking at with back-to-back, first place finishes, 40 points off the rip for them, 14 kills there and 18 kills. That's going to be something to factor in, but you said this is game 3 scores live?
I believe it is, but let me double check real quick to be sure.
We are checking to see if the official scoring, and we'll go ahead and let you guys take a look at it too as well before we take flight for the night. That's going to be the 4th and final game as we take a look at the scorecard here. Palace Esports having a better 4th game, but let's not be oblivious to the fact that 2nd and 3rd game they just did not show up. 8 kills at a 3rd place finish. NL with 6 kills at a 2nd place finish. I'm not sure how that's going to stack up against Bot, who just had tremendous 3rd and 4th game. AE, my God, Dark Helmet pops off and drops 10. What is this guy on? I'm reading in chat. People are saying Dark Helmet's on steroids. I believe it, bro. I believe it. If gamers had steroids, Dark Helmet would definitely be on them.
Yeah, and it seems like I got confirmation. These are up to game 3. So although Aphelion is gonna be like really getting a huge boost with an immense amount of kills in the 4th place, they are not gonna be on top. But like you mentioned, although another disappointment is gonna be for Bot Artillery, who got a really good game 3 and 4, but maybe on game 1 and 2 was not it for them either. So ultimately, they are gonna be outside of the picture as well. So it's going to be coming down to what happened with Nativos Latinos and the Mize. The Mize, they were team 5. They got 8 kills in a 6th place. So they got 2 more kills than Nativos Latinos. I do think Nativos Latinos is going to take this one home, if I'm being honest with you. Verdict.
I'm
because
thinking
of the
so
fact
too.
that they had the advantage by 8 points. And if we take like placement points out of the picture, that would be like 8 points, right? And 2 kills differential on game 4. Like that's not enough.
Points. Yeah, that's 6 points.
Yep.
So that's going to still give them a 2-point advantage. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and say unofficially Nativos Latinos might be the new Meseeks Monday Royale weekly champion, as we do see them pop off in games 1, 2, and 3. Game 4, they were kind of, I don't know what happened, dude. They just played uber conservatively. I guess that was a smart move, as they got a 2nd place finish and 6 kills. So Bot played hella strong. They finished, they're going to be passing SNS Esports, as they were just not anywhere in sight on game 3 or 4. So SNS Esports going to be dropping out of that top 3 spot, in my opinion. Bot's going to be moving in it. Lockdown Gaming also did not have that great of a 4th game, and yeah, dude, this is where we are at right here. Aphelion completely irrelevant for games 1, 2, and 3. Game 4, what the hell was that, dude? 25 kills? Just out of
25.
nowhere, bro.
Yeah, unbelievably crazy for them. Unfortunate turn of events, as they could have been in a better spot, but like at the same time, give it up for Nativos Latinos coming in for the first week and unofficially being the champions. Like that's quite a statement, isn't it?
Oh, that's hell of a statement, bro. I hope we see them back next week, and I hope we see a multitude of these teams who competed the night back, because you know, we got big things ahead of us, and this is one of those events that I look forward to every week. I'm hoping you guys look forward to it every week, and it has not been disappointing yet.
Indeed, I can say absolutely the same. And being a different week was definitely bringing a lot more stuff into the table. It's always refreshing to see few new names being the ones popping up. So that is always interesting to see. Something that I do enjoy a lot, and hope you guys enjoy it as well. As this is gonna be the last game of the tournament, and now we must move forward. I don't know. I think there was something else that you were gonna be doing today, or not today.
What's
About
that?
the thing that Grim said.
What did he say?
One second. I think you could check on Discord.
Let's see. You know what? We're gonna do that. Yeah, I should have probably started it up again a little later on. With that being said, we will give away some more SNS or SXC thumb sleeves. I just did not read that, dude. If I would have known that, I would have gone ahead and started that up. We are about at the end of the stream right now, so with not many people in the chat, I would assume that, you know, it wouldn't even be worth doing. So follow us next week. We will be back live. We'll be giving away 3 pairs of the SXC thumb sleeves. That completely dropped the ball on that one, so my bad, guys. We will be back live with that. That is going to conclude the stream for the night. Gilmania, I'm going to leave you with the final thoughts, my guy.
Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. Like I mentioned, I enjoy a lot when I see new names being on the top tier spots. I hope you guys enjoyed as well. I'm hoping to see you guys again next week for the next edition of the Meseeks Monday Royale. This is a weekly thing, like you all know. This is gonna be the prize pool being sponsored by SNS. So make sure to give them a check, and of course the org sponsors like Birdie was talking about, SXC, Trovo, HyperX, and JuJu Energy.
That's right.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. My pleasure to be in here.
Use code Meseeks at checkout. I just got my mix in today, bro.
Indeed, like we even had that little unboxing. So
yeah, we did.
Yeah, make sure you guys give it a check. And that's gonna be it for my part. Have a good one, everybody.
You too, Gil. Guys, that's gonna bring us to the end of our stream. I'll be back live tomorrow for the Mobile Mayhem EU event. Guys, be sure to tune in. It's going to start roughly around 2 p.m. Eastern time, give or take an hour. Ramadan's going on, so we're having a little bit of scheduling issues. That's quite all right. Until then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Make sure y'all have a good night. We will see y'all then.